Hello and welcome to this introduction to the pistol, SciFiPistol, and as you can see there is some ability to change colours and make variations with these parts. What you'll see in the scene is converted static meshes from blueprints. The blueprints themselves contain all the parts that you need, so if you go into BP here you've got the blue gun, the red gun, and this was just a copy for experiment. Let's get rid of that. And we've also got the base gun and the case. So everything you see here is converted from these blueprints, and these blueprints can be modified quite easily. I recommend duplicating them first. So for example, now that we've got this case here, so I'm just going to duplicate this one because we're going to make a custom gun. So BP, I'll call it custom gun 1. Okay, and save that, and I'm going to drag it in just so we can get an update of it. So with this here, it doesn't really matter that it's in the scene or not, but it's just nice to see it that way. I'm going to press G to hide the outline, and I'm going to double click to edit the blueprint here. Okay, click on viewport and you'll see this is all the parts that make up this blueprint. So it's good to have made a copy, because if we change the original it's hard to get it back without re-importing the actual asset, downloading it, whatever. So let's just turn off the grid there. Okay, it doesn't want to go off, that's fine. Anyway, so we're just going to start to remove pieces. So you can see I can remove parts of the case, and we don't want any of the case stuff. So I'm just going to have a look in here, and we should see case. I'm just going to remove those, and you can see they automatically remove from here as well. And I'm going to remove the inners, and now we can start to customize this gun. So everything should be in the right position. We just need to move things around until they work. So I'm just going to change this to 1 just to ensure we get snapping, and we can move parts out that we don't want and move parts in that we do want. So I'm just going to undo that to show you the way this was before. Okay, so this block goes further back. You can actually make this any way you want, right? You can combine and just crash the meshes through each other and just line things up a little bit better if you want to. Something like that, right? That's already a cool looking change. I'm just going to change this part for this one. Right. Just need to move it on the little square bracket here so it stays within these. If I move it here, I'm going to accidentally move it out of place. Right, so just be mindful when you click it to stay within this little section here, or move it up or right. Right, but this does both of those axes, and that will just keep it in the right place. Okay, so we've got that. This is actually the magazine, and this starts kind of at a funny rotation, but you just have to rotate it about like that. Okay, and that can be used as a prop for picking up or anything like that, or if you wanted to animate this, you could do. It doesn't actually have an animation on it, but yeah, it's just something that you might want to do. Okay, so that would go there. You can always fine tune it a little bit. Okay, let's say we want this stock piece. Now it's made up of 3 different parts. Okay, so you're going to have to move it like this, and if you look at this piece here, this actually gives you a clue of how that would fit. Right, this piece meets up with this one. So I'm going to remove the one that's there, and let's just choose those again, and move this one down. There, press F to focus every now and again. And it just has to be just a little line like that. You can always move it a bit closer if we want, but that's fine. Right, so to make this work a bit better, let's move these out of the way. In fact, I'm just going to delete these because because we've got a copy anyway. And this piece we're going to rotate out, because it's a little stock piece there. And yep, and let's put a scope on it, and you can choose where you want it, here, here, wherever feels good. Just be careful that you don't crash it through the mesh too much, so much that it doesn't really work anymore, but that one's quite nice. There's not any glass or anything on this now, but it should be easy enough to make just a sphere or something and place it there, but I just kept this optimized for the time being, and it could be a good update. So all of this is cool now. I'll just keep these for another version, and there's also a bullet if you want to use that. This piece here, let's just move this one back like that. This one actually goes all the way to there, and we could do something cool like that. Now I can see these are actually a little bit out position wise, and it doesn't work too well down the bottom there. I'm just experimenting a bit. In fact, that is okay. Yeah, that is okay. But there we've got a unique looking gun like that. Don't know whether to keep this one or not. Let's put it there. Alright, gives it an interesting look. And we can now compile that. And yeah, just save. Okay, so we've still got our other guns, and now to make this more of a usable gun, as you'll notice, if it's a blueprint, it's hard to focus on it. If you press F, it doesn't actually focus. But if we convert this now to convert to a static mesh, and let's put it in our static meshes folder, and I'll call this SM custom gun 1, and now drag this one out. Let's delete this blueprint one. It's only deleted from the scene, it's not completely gone. And now that this is out, we can start to change the materials. So if you look at this MI attachments, some of the materials use an attachment, some of the parts use an attachment material, and some of the pistol uses pistol material. So if we go to, just save everything, if we go to the material instances, we can start to replace the attachments. So let's make this into a kind of goldish version. I'll just start picking these. Now if you have this selected, you can actually just click this arrow. Here we got world grid material here, so something missing. Let's just, okay, that's fine, that's probably pistol. Let's put the pistol one here. There we go. And yeah, I'm just going to click that and start clicking these, all the pistols. We've got attachment. Let's do red for this one, and you can see it's a kind of unique looking gold and red and some silver there, and you get a unique looking gun. It does look a bit wild, but this is just for fun. And let's do all of these nicer. Pistol here and here. Just make it all gold. We've got the super weapon, and yeah, it's now a customized gun, and you can attach this to a socket of your character, and yeah, it's good to go. It just needs your own custom sound effects and particle effects, right, like that. So this is only edited here in the viewer, right, the viewport, right? For this to remain, I could convert this one to also to a static mesh, and let's just open this up and call it static mesh gold. let's do SM actually. SM custom gun 1 gold. Right, so now we've got 2 versions of this gun, the original one and a gold one. You can always duplicate the mesh here, Control W for Unreal Engine 4, and SM custom gun 1, let's say blue. Let's be consistent with the case. Okay, and let's drag this in just so we can see it, and just double click it here. Now we'll get access to all the materials a similar way to this. And if we update this one, we're actually updating it here if I'm thinking correctly. So let's see, attachments dark. So I'm just going to click that and click here, attachments. You can see it update there, but it should also update in the project. Okay, and I think that's actually pistol, that one. So let's do dark pistol. So you might be thinking this is way too many materials for one object, but because these are shared textures, they're not actually duplicating the material. It's just each part is getting it. It's not extra draw calls for that. So the texture's already there. Okay, so there we go. There's our gun in blue. I can just click save on that. And if we go back to the static meshes, we'll see also that the gun's actually blue. So every time I drag that in, it's going to be blue. And we've got our own custom gun. How about that? So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoy using this asset in your games. Feel free to ask any questions or suggest something to attach to this, and we'll work on improving it, and possibly we'll add the glass to the site here. Makes good sense. But yeah, some good options with this. There's also some nice custom shaders to make even more variation, such as if we go to the gold pistol here, and we can play with things like the emissive power and metallic adjustments, hue shifting for the emissive. We can change the way the tones are read in and replaced to get unique looks, and play with the roughness and metalness. So yeah, that is pretty much it, and I'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.